June 7th, 2023, journal entry number 3. Okay, I'm going to try to make this story as short as possible, but I may ramble, so bear with me. It's a tragic and great story involving these wonderful, awesome Creature School dolls. A perfect set from 2013, Masciello. Amazing company, amazing toy brand. I've never purchased any Creature School products in my entire life. I think they've been out for a while now. Yeah, never have I ever gotten one. So this story begins a while back, as all my stories tend to do. I was at work that morning, and I came back home, my normal route, as I usually do. Also, I'm going to keep some names out of this so I'm not sued for slander in the future. And yeah, I know if you're reading this, then I must be dead, blah, blah, blarmy, blah. But how many times has Michael Jackson been sued since he kicked the bucket? Honestly, too many times. And he's been long dead now. R.I.P. Insurance policies, yo. Okay, so, yeah. On my way back from work, I then stopped at this big chain toy store. I had a war with them. A 5-hour war from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. that day. It's pain. It was pain. So I get to this big chain toy store on my way home. I normally stop there to check, what's clearance, what's cool, and it was around Halloween time, so I assumed that there'd be some kind of, just something to look at. So I see this Creature School double pack of these 2 awesome figures. The clearance thing on it said $9.98. I was like, oh, cool. To myself, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like $5 a figure, that's really not that bad. I don't have any of them, and they'd look pretty cool with the Halloween stuff. I then went over to the nearest scanner, a few aisles over, and by the baby registry near the cribs, because you can scan your own stuff to check the prices. Now, I've used this scanner numerous times in the past, and I've also gotten numerous discounted toys from this exact big chain toy store on Long Island before. So this was a usual thing for me up until this point, where everything then changed. The scanner scanned the Creature School double pack, and it read on the screen 3 cents. I scanned it again, and it read the price of 3 cents. So I was like, this is interesting. So I'm trying to find some human with a scanner, like on themselves, just to confirm that it's actually 3 cents. I find this guy close by with this woman standing next to him. I assumed they were of a higher up position because they had a lot of electronics on them. The guy scanned it and said, it's 3 cents. I'm like, okay, cool. He smirks and says, no, I can't sell this to you. I'm like, well, why? It was on the shelf. He's like, nah, if it's 3 cents, then that means we can't sell it. It's probably recalled. I was confused and mad and asked, so why is it on the shelf if it's recalled and it's saying that it's 3 cents? I want to buy it because it's here and I'm holding it. So he says, no. He then takes the toy away from me. I'm devastated. Taking a toy away from me? Oh, like the nerve of him. It just didn't sound right. So I'm doing other errands on my way back home, and of course I posted all about what's going on social media, and I explained it all. I found this beautiful 3-cent Creature School set, and this big chained toy store took it away from me, and I was devastated. Yeah, that was pretty much it on that post. A bunch of friends from all across the country started to blow up my feed and commented on the post saying that it's illegal for them to not sell you a product if the product is on the shelf and it's already in the system. It's already scannable. That price change is on them, that's not my fault, that's their fault. A lot of that's there. Whoops. LOL. Also, they can't not sell you an item just because they screw up the price. Something to that extent. That was an awful paraphrasing. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Nick. I hate you more than life itself. Getting back on track here. Overtime is sinking in fast. So I got to thinking, and I was like, you know what? They're right. I want to spend something. I wanted to spend 3 cents on 2 awesome Creature School figures. Let me go through this further. I then proceeded to call corporate. And I know what you're probably thinking, Brogan, seriously? You're going to make such a big deal over a 3-cent toy? You bet your hairy and beautiful butts that's what I would do. This is a toy we're talking about. I would do the same thing for a pair of slip-ons or a building set or pizza. I know where my priorities lie. And it was also going down in principals and the poopy heads at that store not having any. I called corporate. I told the woman who was in charge of customer service at the time, and she was livid. She was like, "This is a store issue. They should have sold you the toy. They had no right to take that toy away from you. This is unacceptable. We're going to open a case right now and try to get this figured out. You're going to hear from the district manager in 3 to 5 business days. Hopefully this will be figured out." I said, "Okay, thank you very much." I then called the store back because I was not waiting for a response in 3 to 5 business days. F that. I asked for the store manager, whose name I finally got, but mum's the word on that. I said to her, "So listen, according to corporate, you were supposed to sell me this toy and you refused the sale. So that's not allowed, and I need you to find this toy because I want to purchase this toy for 3 cents as it was labeled on the scanner." She said, No, we can't. The guy who took the toy probably put it away in a box to go back to the factory because it was recalled." And I was like, No. It wasn't recalled because I Googled it and nowhere was there any recall for any Creature School dolls from Masciello, and corporate even said that there was nothing wrong with the product, that it was a 3-year-old product, and that it was at your local, and that it was at, my vision is blurring, and that it was at, there we go, your store and another store in a store in Paramus, New Jersey. One on Long Island, one in New Jersey. And it was just this dumb back and forth between us. The manager then said, "You know what? I can't do anything further without your confirmation number for this case." So I was like, "Fine." I called the corporate back again, talked to a brand new woman who had to reevaluate the case. Corporate woman was like, "Okay, here's your confirmation number. Don't know why the manager needs it because this is still an ongoing investigation." So I laughed and was like, "Great. For a toy that's worth 3 cents, this has now become an investigation." Great. I called the store back again with my confirmation number at the ready. Turns out the manager was on her lunch break. Go figure. And that she'd call me back when she gets in again. 2 effing hours later, still no word. So I call back, ask for the manager again, and when she gets on the phone, I say, "Listen," manager's name, "this is what's going on. This is what corporate has told me. I do not understand why you keep refusing to sell me this toy." So then this woman spins it, insert Italian hand gestures right here, there you go, and says that she called corporate with my case information and told me that corporate told her that she doesn't have to sell me the 3-cent toy. I'm livid. I reply over the phone, "Why would I lie about buying a 3-cent toy? It is scannable for 3 cents. That's what the scanners have said, and the tag on the floor was obviously wrong." She says, "Oh, well, you don't understand. Creature School is such a large brand, and there's so many toys. When it says 3 cents, we have to take them off of the shelves, and obviously we missed one." And I was like, "Yeah, you obviously missed one. I found it. I found it on the shelf. I am the one who is going to buy this 3-cent toy. What am I supposed to tell your district manager in 3 to 5 business days when they call me back? Am I going to have to explain to them that you refuse to sell me, that you refused to sell to me? You illegally refused to sell me a toy that was on the shelf, ready to be purchased, had a specific price on it in the system?" And she then, obviously she freaked out because when you threaten to tell on someone to their boss, then they wise up. So she goes, "You know, I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm going to sell you the 3-cent toy anyway." And I was like, "Good, that's all I wanted." I then drove back east, the 40-ish minutes away from my parents' house, to this particular big chain toy store. It was a long day. I walked into the store with my mother, who wanted to see the outcome of this treacherous war over a toy. There were like 7 or 8 people behind guest services, and so I go up with a big smile on my face. I say, "Hi, I'm Brogan Jones. I spoke with the manager who left an hour ago. I'm here to pick up my 3-cent Creature School toy." And they all looked at me like hawks staring down their prey, as if they were expecting me to give them some trouble for being there again, because clearly I was so threatening that day with my tank top and my braid and my tattoos. Obviously, I'm so threatening. Sarcasm. So I gave them a quarter. They didn't charge me any tax on the 3-cent item, which apparently wasn't even in the system at that point. I don't know who did what after I left. They were trying to hide something. That's what I caught them on. Yeah, I bought the toy. I took a victory pose picture in the parking lot and posted that poop everywhere. And it was shared a bunch of times. The toy's box is damaged. This one part opens. There's a piece missing from the bottom. And I'm not taking them out because of the hell I went through to get these things. And that's the other thing. I had no interest in getting those dolls that day. When I woke up that morning and I went to work, I was like, yeah, I'll check this big chain toy store. Nope. I wound up fighting with corporate of this big chain toy store for 5 hours because the manager kept lying to me blatantly and kept refusing to accept the fact that she was wrong and that she was wrong and legally had to sell me the product because I found it. But that's besides the point. So yeah, those two Creature School dolls in their broken box are now my trophy, and I'm still so happy. I just can't believe that I actually did this. But lessons: stick up for yourself. Don't let asinine bullies, bigots, whatever you want to say, dictate what you can and cannot do if you are legally correct in the situation. Thank you, Big Chain Toy Store, for 5 hours of hell. But thank you, Masciello, for making this wonderful Creature School set just to those reading. Nick, stay smart. And good luck in your future toy purchasing adventures. I hope you never have to deal with this crap ever. But if you do, just know that I fought a big toy store and got my 3-cent toy, and you can too. Yeah, good times. And here's some more haikus. 51. Dreams should be awesome, but they can be hazardous. No more spicy food. 52. Bumblebees do help. Hornets and wasps deserve death. F those effing bugs. 53. Comic books for days. Superheroes in real life. I need a hero. 54. Red tape on my shorts. Well, they're really machetes. Red tape on my swords. Same amount of syllables. Well, they're really machetes. I've sliced candy canes. That was funny. 55. Yarn is a real witch. Some polyester fibers. The soft kind is best. 50. Oh, that was 55. This is 56. Yo, why are you poop? You're gone for months at a time? For what real reason? 57. You are awful. Why can't you pee correctly? Just aim in the bowl. 58. Dilophosaurus. Spit that poison crap on him. Yo, Baryonyx. 59. Deinonychus? Why are you always awesome? Yo, Irritator. 60. Puppet on my hand, but my hand-eye stuff is weak. This show is awful. 61. Dreaming in pure fear. Will he finally claw me? You gotta stay up. 62. Screaming on a pier, a face of ghost to stab you. Surprised, aren't you? 63. The lake of crystal, the deformed boy truly drowned. A mother's revenge. 64. Billy, a puppet. Jigsaws and puzzle pieces. Want to play a game? 65. Spirit of Samhain. Samhain. Spirit of Samhain. Trick or treat on Halloween. Murder and candy. 66. Pleasure in pinned head. Puzzle box can save us all. Hell does not have bounds. 67. Leprechauns love gold. Don't take their AU or death. Luck of the Irish. 68. Is Charles just a toy? Souls fused by a lightning storm? No death for the toy. 69. Gremlins and water. Avoid food after midnight. Stripe is a real witch. 70. Werewolves and humans. Kanamos and kitsunes. Yo, Nagitsune. 71. The dead are walking. But are humans the dead ones? Horror and zombies. 72. Chanel's run this house. Devils are red and fearless. Death to all kappas. 73. Texas has chainsaws. Massacres at family home. Dumb witches murdered. 74. Clowns can be twisty. Sometimes they can be dandy. But I'm a good clown. 75. Halloween. Michael. Babysitters, you are warned. Kitchen knives and blood.